Welcome to my Melbourne Explained series, where I take you through the 8 different areas of Melbourne, Florida, and discuss what each area has to offer. In this video, we will be diving deep into the area of Melbourne called Lake Washington. Lake Washington gets its name from the largest freshwater lake in Brevard County, Lake Washington, which is a part of the St. Johns River system. The Lake Washington area is unique in that it offers its residents a more rural, country style of living that you can't find anywhere else in Melbourne, but it's still so centrally located. Before getting started, I'm Risa.coyne, a local realtor here on the Space Coast, and I would love to help you and your family find the perfect place to call home. I have people reaching out to me through social media, from my YouTube videos and my Instagram account, and I absolutely love it. Please reach out through call, text, or email, and we can get the conversation started. Lake Washington is centrally located on the west side of Melbourne, alongside the beautiful Lake Washington. Lake Washington is primarily residential, but does have commercial options for shopping, retail, and grocery within a 10 to 15-minute drive. Most of the commercial options are located on Wickham Road and O'Galley Boulevard, which are two of the main roads in the area. Locals often use Lake Washington Road and Turtle Mound Road to get around, and back roads throughout are often used as well. For groceries, you have your neighborhood Publix on the corner of Wickham and Lake Washington Road. That's actually a 2-story store that has just been recently renovated. There is also an Aldi and Walmart a little further south. In this area, you'll find some great chain options like Crumble, Beef O'Brady's, Staples, Applebee's, Harbor Freight, LA Fitness, and Starbucks, just to name a few. There are also plans in the works to extend Washingtonia Drive to connect to Viera, which will greatly improve the options for shopping and dining with access to the desirable Avenue Shopping Center. And this will most likely add a ton of value to the area as well when that does happen. Lake Washington does have a small town and quiet vibe, but just under 25 minutes away, you have access to downtown Melbourne, one of 2 of Melbourne's historic downtown districts, which has plenty of dining, shopping, and entertainment and nightlife options to choose from. Then, about 15 minutes away is the O'Galley Arts District, which is the second historic district in Melbourne, which offers an eclectic energy of cool coffee shops, art galleries, and performance spaces. You can live in Lake Washington and have a slower pace of life while still having city life right at your fingertips. One of the main perks to living in Lake Washington is this rural, almost country-style living, and a lot of this living takes place at Lake Washington Park. Lake Washington Park is a 25.96-acre community park along the shore of Lake Washington. The park has boat ramps, a fishing pier, a playground, pavilions, picnic tables, and restrooms. This is a beautiful park to go to watch the sunset, take a walk along the lake, or take out kayaks or jet skis and enjoy the beautiful views and wildlife. There are even companies that offer airboat tours from the Lake Washington ramp to explore the St. Johns River, a great opportunity to see wildlife and specifically alligators. This is probably a good time to note that this is not a swimming lake. Now, one of the best parts about living on the Space Coast is that you are never too far from the beach. Even though Lake Washington is on the west side of Melbourne, you are still only a 20 to 25-minute drive away from the ocean. Depending on where you live in Lake Washington, you would either take the Pineda Causeway over to the beach side and can choose from one of many beach parks, the closest one being Pineda Beach Park, or if you live further south in Lake Washington, you can take the O'Galley Causeway over to beachside and check out the awesome Paradise Beach Park, which has pavilions, grills, volleyball courts, a playground, and bathroom facilities. Canova Beach Park is also super close, which is a favorite dog beach on the Space Coast. Living in Lake Washington gives you an easy commute to several major employers located in other Melbourne areas, like L3 Harris, Northrop Grumman, Collins Aerospace, the Melbourne International Airport, Homes First Regional, Eastern Florida State College, and Florida Institute of Technology, to name a few. All of these and more are about 20-minute drive away, depending on where you live. Schools in the area include Croton, Sable, and Longleaf for elementary school, Johnson for middle, and homes are zoned for O'Galley for high school. I always like to point out that Brevard County does have a choice program where you can apply to a school that you aren't zoned for. So that's definitely an option as well if you want to potentially go to a different school than where you're living. For more information on these schools, check out greatschools.org. Now, let's talk homes. Living in Lake Washington gives you more land. There are larger lots ranging from 1 to 5 acres being the norm. A lot of the homes in this area are established, but there are also a few newer subdivisions as well. You will most likely find single-family homes in this area and fewer condos and townhomes. Among the 8 areas of Melbourne, Lake Washington ranks number 6 in affordability, with an average year-to-date sale price just under $541,000. Single-family homes currently on the market range from just under $305,000 for a 3-bedroom, 2-bath home, a little over 1,300 square feet, to $2.5 million, which gets you a 5-bedroom, 5-bath home over 9,000 square feet of living on over 5 acres of land. 76% of the homes in Lake Washington listed currently have over 0.2 acres of land, and about 55% of the homes sit on 0.3 acres or more. So as you see, bigger lots are definitely the norm in Lake Washington. The median home listed in this area is a 4-bedroom, 2-bathroom home at around 2,200 square feet with a list price of $525,000. The range in prices in the Lake Washington area are mainly due to the amount of land the home sits on or what type of lake view or lake access is available. There are even a few homes that have their own private lake. Now, a little side note, a question that I keep getting through social media is, what area of Melbourne is the safest? And really, safety is a subjective thing. My opinion on what's considered safe may be different than yours. And as a professional realtor, I'm unable to share my opinion on safety. So I always recommend checking out crimegrade.org. You type in the zip code that you're interested in living in, and it gives you a sense of the overall crime in that area. This is what I use when deciding where to move to Tampa a few years back, and it can really help inform your decision. Overall, Lake Washington offers a slower pace of living while still providing modern-day conveniences. It's a great place to look if you want a little more land and privacy where you live. Does Lake Washington sound like the perfect place for you? Or are you still curious about other areas of Melbourne or Brevard County in general? Reach out through call, text, or email, and we can discuss your needs and figure out which location best suits your desired lifestyle. Make sure to check out the other videos in my Melbourne Explained series so you can learn about the other 7 areas of Melbourne, Florida. Again, I'm Risa.coyne with Keller Williams Brevard Realty, and I'll talk to you soon.